Fighting fake news or just opinions you don't like? I'm Brian Lilly with TheRebel.media. It hasn't been a good year for conservatives and Facebook. Earlier this year, it was revealed that the social media giant was actually suppressing conservative news. They developed a new trending section, and employees that worked in it revealed how Facebook would push up liberal-oriented stories and try and suppress conservative-oriented news. It wasn't quite as organic in your news feed or in the trending section as you thought after all. Well, now with all the hoopla around fake news after the U.S. election and claims of fake news influencing that election, Facebook has decided to partner with some organizations to try and fact-check what is showing up in your feed, what your friends share. But don't worry, they're not calling it censorship, they're just fact-checking. Here's how it's going to work. If something is flagged to them, they'll farm it out to one of several organizations. And if it is deemed to be fake, it's not that it'll disappear, but it probably just won't show up all that often in your friends' news feeds. As they're looking at what their friends have posted, your story will start to disappear. But if someone finds it and wants to share it, they will receive a warning that this has been flagged as fake. So why should conservatives care about this? Doesn't everyone just want real news and not fake news? Well, here's part of the problem. Who will be doing the checking? One of the groups is Snopes.com. Now, Snopes.com may have started out as a place to find out that no, there weren't needles coming up through the seats of movie theaters from that email that your Uncle George kept sending around, but it's become very political. And when you look at who they've hired to run some of this Facebook fact-checking, well, it becomes quite worrisome. The Daily Caller points out many of the foibles of those involved, and let's just show you that article and do a bit of a rundown here. First off, one of the top people there described Brexit voters as pandering to racist mouth breather Britain First types. Well, you can be sure that anything related to Brexit is going to get a good, solid fact check from them, aren't you? Or is it just going to be twisted news? Is it going to be opinion-based? Mark Zuckerberg says no, but if Snopes is doing the checking, you're going to have to worry. Let's look at a couple of the other tweets that went out there. Arturo Garcia said when Donald Trump looked like he was going to get his television network going, I guess they finally got their white entertainment television. Another fact checker for Snopes doesn't believe that there can be racism directed towards white people. That's right. She says it's all about groups and only groups that are in power can oppress others, and therefore there's no racism against white people ever. And then finally, let's go down to David Emery. This is a man who asked, are there any non-angry Trump supporters? This is one of his many anti-Trump tweets that are out there. These are the people that are going to be deciding what's real news, what's fake news, what gets flagged, what gets essentially shadow banned on Facebook. It's rather worrisome. Now, Zuckerberg, as I said, has promised that this will not be weeding out opinions. Here's the quote from a posting that he put on Facebook. I understand how sensitive this is, and I have instructed our team to proceed carefully and focus on fighting spam, not flagging opinions. Based on their track record so far, I'm not overly confident. And based on how important Facebook is to alternative media outlets like The Rebel or Breitbart or others, this has to be worrisome. It has to be watched. Facebook is the gorilla of the social media empire. Without Facebook, people don't get their news these days. That is essentially how many people get news at all. Eventually, yes, they go to a news site of one kind or another, but they find it on Facebook. If Facebook becomes, just the sanctuary of the left, everyone's going to be a lot poorer for it. Watch this one. If you like what you just saw, make sure you never miss another Rebel video again. Click here so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or become a member. Hey, it's not too late to give that gift for Christmas.